Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Bram. I talk about all things fashion, luxury, lifestyle, shopping, and travel. So if those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you'd hit subscribe, become a member of my growing YouTube family. Okay, so today we have an unboxing and of course, a little story time to go along with it. Okay, so this is, I always say it's going to be a quick one. I feel like I always say it's going to be a quick one, and it's never a quick one. But the plan is that it is going to be a quick one, because after this, we are going to the 7 Moods vintage market. Yeah, apparently they're a vintage store. I don't know if they actually have a store, but they are vintage designer, vintage company, whatever, from New York, and they are on like tour, I don't know, across the country. I'm not sure exactly what their stops are, but their first stop is Miami. So we are going to go. It is in Wynwood today, which will be a lot of fun. We'll go over there. We'll walk around a little bit, see what they have. Apparently they're bringing, I think they said something like 200 bags. I don't know what it's going to be like, what they're going to have. In terms of like what's on my list, I don't know why I'm so itchy, guys. So in terms of what's on my list, I am interested in possibly, it all depends on price, of course. And that's just the shame, I think, of, I don't know, it's good and it's bad, right? Of like the Real and Fashion File and Poshmark and whatever, is that I always have a problem. I love buying in person, but I have a problem buying in person as well, because I can usually get online and find something for cheaper. And if it's going to make sense, you know, if it's only a difference of a little bit and I have to pay customs or whatever it is, then it might not matter. But if it's a huge difference, of course, a few $100s or whatever, then of course it does matter. So, so we'll see. I'm hoping, I hear the prices are good. I don't know. I've done a little bit of research. I hear the prices are good. I am excited to see what they have. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I do have a Dior Rasta on my like very short version of my wish list. So I would love that soon, as well as a Kasama piece of some kind. I don't know, maybe a fun baguette, maybe a fun saddle. We'll see. We'll see what they have. I'm excited to check it out. And maybe some different obscure pieces that I haven't seen. I don't know if they have more than bags. I don't know if they have shoes and like accessories as well, but we'll see. So anyway, but today I have story time, and of course, as per the title, I have a little bit of a Coach unboxing. So this one is actually really good. Okay, a little bit of background. I showed you guys, I got the brown suede kiss lock last week. I knew that I'm not 100% up on Coach and their timeline. I knew that they were dropping some stuff this week, and this week and last week, I guess. So I had been searching for the cherry denim line. I told you guys about that. I ended up not grabbing that, and I have been looking for a kiss lock, like my perfect kiss lock. The brown suede was absolutely beautiful, and if I lived anywhere else, I probably would have gone with it. Although I'm starting to think that maybe I like the kiss lock look and just not the kiss lock on me. I'm not really 100% sure what's going on there, but I ended up returning it. On the 25th of February, there was another drop. I got on there super early in the morning when I woke up for work. The first stop I made was Coach.com, and they were sold out of the bag that I thought that I wanted to get, in the color that I wanted to get, but I ended up with this color, and I think it's a better choice. Funny enough, I went back on the site last night when this showed up, and they actually had the color that I wanted back. But I think this is better, I think. But we'll go over it. So a little bit of backstory. I purchased this on the 25th. I paid for overnight shipping because I have absolutely zero patience. And also because I knew that the market was coming up. So I felt like, you know, if I wasn't going to love it, then I was going to return it, because I might buy something today. So to be fair, I love this and I want to keep it as long as I don't find anything today. If I find something better today, then it may or may not go back. I'm not sure, but I'll keep you guys posted. I have to choose, you know, I can't have all the things. Although I wish, and hopefully one day I will be able to have all the things, but today is not the day. So basically what happened was I paid for overnight. Now, no fault of FedEx's or Coach. Tons of bad weather in the Northeast specifically. I don't know if it was anywhere else, but it got delayed by a day. So yesterday it showed up. It was supposed to be here between, I think it was like 2 and 4. Didn't show up, no problem. Of course, and I always say this to you guys, I don't know if my stop is the last stop, but like I never get things within the window. It's always at the very tail end of the window, or the window like changes and it'll say now it's going to be delivered by 8 p.m. or whatever, and it usually is delivered by like 7:59. I'm always the last, right? So that same thing, I wasn't surprised. I'm assuming that they had a lot of backup since everything was kind of derailed like by a day or maybe more because of the storms, So anyway, I'm running around yesterday. I get home and I'm sort of waiting because, once a package is delivered, I get a text that says that the package is delivered, and then I can go down to like the lockers and open it and it'll be there, right? They give me a code. So I'm waiting for this code. So I'm kind of just like hanging out. I parked the car. I'm sitting in the car. I love my seat warmer and it's hard for me to get out of the car sometimes because I love it so much. So I'm sitting there. I got the AC blowing. I have the seat warmer on. Puppy is sleeping in the back seat. And I'm just kind of waiting for this text because it's already like 6:30, almost 7 o'clock. Okay. So anyway, long story short, I do a refresh on the FedEx page and it shows it's delivered, so it shows a picture and then it's delivered. I haven't gotten a text. I haven't gotten an email. And I even checked the app because if I'm somewhere where I can't get a text or, service is bad, sometimes it will just be registered under my phone number in the app for the parcel locker thing. And it'll give me the code or a barcode or whatever. That nothing was there. So in the picture, it's a picture of 2 packages. I'm only waiting for 1 package. So it is 1 locker with 2 packages in it. So immediately I was like, shit. My luck is they put it in somebody else's locker, of course, right? So I go downstairs. I check on the screen. You can also check if there's any packages waiting for you with your phone number and apartment number and whatever. Nothing is waiting for me. So I go to the front desk and I was like, can you help me? Whatever. She was like, you're the 3rd person today that has complained about this. And this is actually the 2nd issue I've had in the last 2 weeks regarding a package like missing, not delivered correctly. And actually the other story, I'll tell you, maybe I'll tell you at the end of this, we'll get into it really quickly, but Coach handled this much better than Urban Outfitters handled their screw up. So anyway, so long story long, obviously, the lady was like, I don't know, like, there's no way for me to open these lockers. Like it just, there's nothing. It wasn't in the bigger package room. We looked everywhere and she can't physically open the lockers because they belong to the other tenants. And obviously it's a security issue, right? So, okay, no problem. So I go upstairs, I call Coach immediately and I was like, this is what happened. FedEx delivered it. And I'm literally just hoping that whoever got my actual package doesn't keep it and that they're going to be honest and they're going to bring it back downstairs or bring it to my apartment number. Okay. Anyway, so Coach actually was like, listen, no problem. We're going to resend this express, but it probably won't be there for 2 or 3 days because it is the weekend. Yesterday was Friday. So no problem. Anyway, I'm on the phone with the guy as he is processing my order. And they were going to take care of it, no cost, right? So I get a knock on the door. It is my, the concierge downstairs bringing up my package. Beautiful. So anyway, I told him, don't worry. It was delivered, whatever. And so very good. But it's a great lesson for me that Coach stands behind the whole process. And it's really nice to know that I didn't have to be out any money had this not gone this way, that they would have replaced it with no problem. Sidebar, and then we'll open this, I promise. Urban Outfitters did the same thing. They sent me a pair of shoes. I don't know if any of you actually have noticed, but I hate laser ship. Hate them. A lot of little companies use them, or actually big companies. Nordstrom uses them, Urban Outfitters. Off the top of my head, maybe Zara as well. Those are 3 that I believe use laser ship. I'm sure it's more companies than that, but those are 3 that use it. I hate laser ship. I feel like their updates are not they're not correct. They're not on time. It's just a problem. So I ordered my Nike Riffs from them, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks ago. They sent them. They came actually a day early. It was great. I got a notification that was delivered. Again, no text, no number, no barcode, no package code, nothing. Not in the package room, nowhere in sight. So I asked a concierge, different concierge this time. And she was like, yeah, actually, a few people in the building have come down looking for their packages because it's been marked delivered. She said, but the laser ship driver actually pulled up in front, put the packages literally on the street in front of the building and tried to leave. And she was like, and I stopped him and I was like, you can't do that. And that's not my job. I literally can't move them to the back. Like, I guess it's for liability reasons. Like, she actually cannot do the package delivering. It has to be done by the company. So he was like, I don't have time for this shit. Threw the packages back in his truck and left, but left it marked as delivered, right? So I'm livid on the phone once I hear this with Urban Outfitters. They're like, don't worry, we'll resend it. Great. Okay. Next day, now it's the weekend, mind you, it took about an hour to get to a person on the phone with Urban Outfitters to get this resolved, okay? The way that it resolved was the lady was like, listen, I'm going to tell, you're going to get a call in the next 3 days and we'll give you an update. We're going to resend the package to you. Don't worry. Okay. So next day, like I guess the night, or maybe even early the next morning, I think it was either Saturday night or Sunday morning, the package actually did show up. Now I'm waiting for a call from Urban Outfitters, right? Finally, I get an email from them and they were like, by the way, you're not allowed to order from us anymore and you're not allowed to, you can order from us, but we're not going to ship to you and we're not going to refund you. So whatever you do, you're going to have to pick it up from the store. We're not sending it to you anymore. Me? First of all, I was waiting for them to reach out to me so that I could let them know that, listen, I got the shoes. I didn't have an email address for them, and I wasn't going to waste another hour of my life calling them when I knew they were going to call me back, right? To let me know what exactly was going to happen with this reship of the package. Anyway, needless to say, I've been shopping at Urban Outfitters my whole life. I remember the first Urban Outfitters store. It was on Broadway and God, like almost down by I guess a little above Houston Street. Anyway, I used to go there with my mother in the 80s. Like, I've been an Urban Outfitters fan forever. Never again will I shop at Urban Outfitters ever again in my life. Anyway, yeah, so Urban Outfitters and I are not going to do business anymore. But let's get into this. But I do have my riffs and yeah, so, and my bag. Okay, so I got this. The initial color that I wanted was the baby pink. So I saw this initially in, I guess it was September, when I already obviously unboxed it and everything. I had to look at it last night, but I just didn't have, it was already late and I was in my robe, and so I didn't have the time or the energy to actually film like a actual unboxing. But of course, they packed it really nicely. It had stuff all over it. You know, I always say they put so much stuff. Like, it was packed to the millionth power. So September, when the runway debuted and this bag was shown, and they did that limited drop, right? I really liked either the gray suede or I liked the pink suede. There was a bunch of them that I thought were very cute. This time around, it seems like first of all, this came in 3 sizes, okay? This is the largest, and then there's a 28, and then there's a mini one that does not have the kiss lock. I like the biggest one the best, of course. I obviously got the dark brown. Now, because we've been talking about this, I've been looking for my perfect, like, dark brown suede bag, right? And I think I have found it. Again, as long as I don't find anything else great today, then I have definitely found it. So this time around came in tan suede, light pink suede again, which is the one that I wanted and missed, but I'm glad I got this because I don't have to worry about this. Yes, it's suede and I have to worry about that part of it, but it is not a light color suede, which is definitely even more dangerous, right? So, oh, hey, Stevie. Stevie's here. Stevie's here. I don't know if any of you guys can hear him. He just got out of bed. Anyway, so yeah, so it came in the pink. The pink was out of stock. They restocked it yesterday, but I'm glad I got the brown. As far as I know, these are still in stock, so I will have everything listed or linked somewhere. So yeah, so it came in this. It came in the tan color, and it came in a black, like pebbled leather. I like the tan as well. I usually go for lighter colors. You guys may know that or not, but usually bright colors or lighter colors. But I have been saying that I need some plain bags, that I don't really have anything that is like a solid color. And I really, really, really love this one. I think the brown is really great. I do like the brown suede of the Kiss Lock that I showed you guys last week better. It's like a warmer kind of medium brown, I guess, whereas this is a darker, like chocolate brown, but both very, very beautiful. And I think it's stunning, honestly. So let's go. I'll walk you around the bag, and then I'm going to put in some, at the end, I guess, I'll put in some like, can't even think, modeling pictures so that you can see the bag in action and like what it looks like on my frame. I am 5'5". I am a curvy girl. So yeah, so you can tell. So again, this is the largest one. So barrel shape. I actually think it's like the perfect barrel shape. I really, really love it. I have it stuffed with like, I don't know, a quarter of the paper that they sent it stuffed with, and it still fills it out perfectly. So on the inside, but it's extremely smushy. Like if you take everything out, it's very, very smushy. On the inside, you have the Coach Creed, and it is lined in this canvas material, which I think is honestly perfect. It's a light color, so I don't know, some people like that, some people don't. I honestly don't use my bags hard enough to really have any problems with messing up the interiors. I come home and literally change out of them like I change out of my clothes and my shoes. So yeah, I don't usually wear something 2 days in a row. Like I'm always kind of cleaning up inside, and I have a lot of pouches. So like light interior doesn't really scare me. The front pocket is like just kind of like a little slip pocket. There's not much space in here. You're not really fitting anything in there, but I do love the fact that it's just like this really chunky jewelry. It's this really chunky hardware. Obviously, it's like this like brushed gold, hardware antique gold. I don't know what you would call it. I feel like it's like a kind of like a brushed gold. It's like a muted gold. And obviously, tags still on. It came with 2 little luggage tags. This one is the Coach stamp, and then this one says the Kiss Lock Barrel Bag Limited Reedition 1973. So yeah, I think that's the year my parents got married. So anyway, that is the bag. It can definitely fit like everything that I carry on a daily basis, plus much more. I'm going to have a lot of room in this bag for sure. Yeah, and then each of the little like grommets, or I don't know, whatever these are called, says Coach on them, and the rings. And yeah, I love it. I honestly love it. I think it's exactly like what I was aiming for in terms of having more bags. As you can see, the majority of my bags have some sort of print on it, whether it's a logo or a design or something. So I am, again, trying to kind of add a little bit to my collection, that I do have some plain bags that I can just wear with like a regular outfit or whatever. I know a lot of people were mentioning when I showed you guys the Kiss Lock, they were like, I don't know if it's your style or whatever. I have a lot of styles, I'll be honest. Yeah, I am more drawn typically to loud things and colorful things and like neon things and like playful things for sure. But I do have my moods where I want to dress a little bit more like understated, or the outfit is doing a lot and I need to have something that's a little bit more, you know, relaxed, or, like it's not competing with the outfit, I guess. And what I love about this, honestly, is that it still has its own personality, which is important to me in like everything, right? It has the personality. It definitely is not just a plain brown suede leather bag or whatever. So it has a style about it. It has something to it, but it won't be competing with an outfit. So I think it's kind of like the perfect mix for the days that I want something like that. I would love to wear it today, but because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it yet. Obviously, I will not. But yeah, but we'll know. I think we'll know later today if this is a keeper or not. But I have a feeling that it is. Like whatever is going to show up today is going to have to be fantastic and a fantastic price to make me return this, I think, because I was really, it's funny. I was actually really, I bought it on sort of like a whim. Like I knew I wanted this when it came out, but I bought it like the minute that I didn't even think about it. I was just like, I'm not waiting, because every time there's a drop with Coach, I usually, so far, I haven't been buying for very long, but typically we'll miss it and we'll need to kind of like hunt it down. So this time around, I was like, Bram, just buy it and then we'll go from there, And so that's what I did, obviously. And I'm glad I did. It's still available online. So I guess my concern was not warranted. But yeah, but I was like, you know what, like, let's just pull the trigger this time around and not really think about it. So yeah, but I'm glad that I did, because I really think it is extremely, extremely beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to do a few modeling shots for you guys over here or over here. I don't know. I'm going to have them up now. But while you're watching that, let me end this video. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, I would mean the world to me if you would. We have a good time over here, and I have a lot of stuff planned for you guys, so I'm excited to take you guys with me to do a whole bunch of stuff over the next few months. Anyway, yeah, so if you liked this video, if you like content like this, a thumbs up would be incredible. If you know how to hype up a video, I would appreciate that as well, because I have zero idea how to do it, but I know it's important, or it's a thing at this point. And last but not least, of course, I am going to leave another video right over here in case you haven't already seen it, but you would like to. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.